Hi there, and welcome to another episode of Women with Good Chat. I'm here with my good buddy Pam.
Good morning, Amanda. Bright, sunny, freezing morning here in Toronto.
So true. At least it's sunny though.
It is
Yay.
sunny. It is sunny. So
Yay.
thankful for that.
In keeping with sunshine and good things, we wanted to, I guess because it is the beginning of the year, speak about things health related and how we can start good habits, maintain good habits, and keep moving forward.
Yes.
You always got to move forward. So we wanted to do a little mini series on general health. So we're going to talk about some nutrition today. We want to talk about exercise, and then of course mental health, which is also very important.
Right.
Yeah.
So I am going to let you take it away because I know that you have been very interested in the area of nutrition for a long time. Of course, being a chef, you've got a real insight into it, both into the theoretical and then the applied nutrition as far as how you actually get food on the table, what it looks like. So why don't you start us off on some of the research which you've been looking at about optimum nutrition for women at our age?
Yeah, so one thing that I am very interested in, as I am about a week away from turning 60.
Congratulations.
Is congratulations. Yay, I'm getting older. Yay.
Better than the alternative. Off
Exactly.
we go.
Is what are the basic building blocks that you need? And I mean, I have some knowledge, some that I implement better at times than others, but what are the basic building blocks that you need at this age? As we know that our body, things start to deplete a little bit. So how do we keep things at decent levels? And one of the, as I speak to women our age, a little bit younger and a little bit older, one thing that women often kind of don't prioritize is protein in their diet. And it's incredibly important to have protein because your body has a natural anabolic resistance to processing protein as you get older. So you're just less able to retain it and use it properly. So the more that you have in your system on a consistent basis, the easier it is to use it and to everything that goes along with that, which of course is building and retaining muscle, which again is something our body loses.
Absolutely. Now, are there particular sources of protein which are should be focused on and are better at our age in terms of that ability to absorb?
Well, one thing that that I'm looking to actually create for my clients, I'm in the process of doing that right now, are things that are portable and easy because as we know, even if you're not working full-time anymore, you're still kind of on the go and doing things and having things that you can take with you without any excuses. So
Right.
whether it's a meal prep thing or just a handy package thing that you can package yourself, it's a great way to do it. So really good sources of protein that you might not think of are things, one of the number one things that I try and eat at least several times a week is cottage cheese.
Okay.
And because 1 cup of cottage cheese has 25 grams of protein, and that's even
That's
lower
quite
fat.
a bit. That's quite a bit.
It's even lower fat cottage cheese, and the carb count isn't that high, and of course the fat is low.
Right.
1 cup of diced chicken has 8 grams. So it's a very efficient way
Great.
of adding protein into your diet. And the reason that I'm a big proponent of cottage cheese is that you can do so much with it. You can eat it on its own, you can fold in vegetables or fruit, which is delicious, but you can also blend it and create a sauce and a thickener for many things. If you like creamy dressing, you use a cottage cheese base. If you like creamy pasta, use a cottage cheese base. So it just adds more protein into your diet. Another thing that you can do is to use white beans. These are kind of blank canvas items, as I like to refer to them as. White beans, I don't have the protein count, but they're about 10 to 12, I think, per cup.
Okay.
So 10 to 12 grams per cup, which is still pretty high. And they're wonderful blended. You can also thin it out, create a vinaigrette, a very sort of Italian inspired vinaigrette. They're wonderful in salads, wonderful added to other mixed vegetables, and beans are great. So obviously some people don't process beans as well as others, so you can always blanch them a little bit and use them, and there's other over-the-counter things that you can take to help you process beans if that's an issue for you.
Now, one thing I think people will automatically perhaps jump to when we say we want to increase our protein practically is a protein powder. And what's your feeling on that? Because that's the first thing that jumps to my mind. Oh, I can just put a few scoops in a smoothie.
So it's interesting you say that. So I was on the Harvard Health website over the weekend, and a couple of other websites that I really love. And there's not a lot of love for a protein powder. Now, I do use a protein powder, not every day, but a few times a week. And I do use collagen every day. So I think it's because when you have something that is super processed, your body isn't naturally inclined to take that in
That makes
as well.
sense.
There's going to be a lot of people that don't agree with that.
Right.
Harvard says they don't love it. They don't believe that your body absorbs something. My thing is if you read the nutrition and you're comfortable with the nutrition, it doesn't hurt to add it in. The odds of you getting too much protein at this stage is pretty low. So women who are our age, at or below 60, who, let's say you're 150 pounds, you need 0.5 to 0.7 grams per pound. So that works out to about 90 grams of protein.
That's quite a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's quite a bit. Yeah, that's
it's more
higher
than
I think I would have known. Yep, absolutely, yes.
So I aim for about 100 grams of protein a day. And you know, sometimes I miss the mark, but again, if you're focused and you plan, which is procust, then you have a better chance of hitting those goals. One thing I find handy, if you use something like a meal planner like FitnessPal and the free version of it, you don't have to upgrade, is still really handy, is you can plug in everything for the day and then you know where you're at. So you can set your macros. The free version won't let you do it by grams, but you can do it by percentage, which lets you know what the grams are ultimately. So if you kind of pre-program things in there, it doesn't mean you can't change them, but it gives you an idea if you're going to hit your targets.
And just on the other side of that, what do you think one of the big protein myths is? Like, for instance, I think I'm getting a large amount of the protein I need from eggs, or as you just pointed out, chicken. I think people would be surprised about that. What are some of the things that you think women particularly are thinking are giving them a lot of protein and may not be?
Well, that's an interesting question. I think most people think that high value protein comes from meat, fish, and eggs. And there's certainly great options. It's just not as much protein as you think. And of course, if you're conscious of fat, we should all be conscious of bad fats, which of course you can get in meat. And a lot of us are trying to, for humanitarian and environmental reasons, trying to move away from meat, maybe once or twice a week or permanently. Then you've got to look at other sources. One thing that you have to be cognizant of as a woman, especially a woman who is peri or postmenopausal, is soy. So you want to limit your tofu and tofu derivative options through the week. You can still have it, and it's same like tuna. You can't have tuna all the time.
Because of the
and as we know, the best way to feed our bodies is through a variety of things. So maybe think, these are the proteins that I want, and I understand your family might not eat the same way, but what I often do is, I know my husband is going to have meat or chicken or fish. My daughter might have something completely different. She'll make her own thing, but I'll take whatever the vegetable thing is, and I will add in my own type of protein source. So whether it's beans or a little bit of tofu or some tuna, canned or fresh, whatever it is,
Right.
then I can kind of add in my own little thing. I find it very easy to do. You just got to get in the habit of doing it.
Right.
And most people like to do meal prep. I hate that term. I got to find another term for that. But
Yes.
meal
Yeah,
prep.
I understand that. Yeah.
So you
absolutely.
have all your vegetables and things. I have a chopped vegetable salad that I made last night that I haven't eaten yet in my fridge, ready to go. I can scoop that on my plate, add my white bean vinaigrette, and whatever protein I choose, and I'm ready to go. And
Right,
I have
okay.
dinner in a few minutes.
Right. Okay. Well, we are at the end of the episode. It's already 10
Good
minutes.
Lord,
but
I've been yakking away.
I think we have a more information we'd like to do on the nutrition side of this. So how about we say goodbye for now, and
Sure.
we will come back in our next episode and talk about some of the other kind of nutrient categories, which are also important at our age.
Yeah, and we actually have some exciting stuff coming up. We're going to get Pam to do a little demo for
Ooh.
us when we delve further into health and nutrition. And as always, please let us know what you want to hear from us. Drop some comments below. And we look forward to seeing you next time on.
Women with Good Chat.
We'll see you again.
Chat soon.